Thanks,
Thank
Cassie.
you, guys. You all right?
Yes, I'm good. Thank you.
James Brolin is not only one of Hollywood's biggest names, he's the perfect example of what film and television success looks like.
The actor has been going strong since the 1960s, and with well over 140 credits to his name, he's not stopping anytime soon. James Brolin has been a titan of the TV and movie industry for over 60 years.
I'm Marcus Welby.
Steve Kiley.
Did you ever consider general practice?
Yeah, I've considered it. I've also considered breaking my leg in 3 places and joining the Foreign Legion.
From old westerns to comedy and animation, the 2-time Golden Globe winner has cemented his icon status around the world.
You're selling your clocks, by the way? What, are you secretly dying?
No, I'm not dying. I'm just sick of winding them.
Hey, I want Pop-Pop's grandfather clock.
Where are you going to keep it? In your purse?
It's safe to say everything Brolin touches turns to gold, including off-screen. His 26-year marriage to Barbra Streisand has become the envy of Hollywood. Now 84, the actor shows no sign of quitting and has returned as the narrator for Robert Downey Jr.'s hit Netflix series, Sweet Tooth.
The worst of humanity may have died off, but the best of humanity lives on.
And James Brolin joins us live from LA. Welcome to the show.
Hi, you guys.
What a stellar career.
That was a great. I've never seen all those clips. It's most of them anyway.
It was really great.
For a guy that's been, lolling on the beach for the last month, this is kind of fun.
You're back at work now. When you look back at that career and all those clips, like Marcus Welby, oh my goodness, is there a lesson that you've taken away from that, or the biggest thing that you've learned from this sort of great body of work? Like, where do you sit now?
That film, whether it's television or movies, is like the old bread that, as soon as you've done it, it's half price. What's important is what you got on your mind next.
Oh, always
That's
looking
what I've
forward. Yeah, I like that.
You've just turned 84. My God, you're a good-looking man. You look fantastic.
Oh,
what
Mom.
What secrets have you got for for us young 60-year-olds?
Well, I'll tell you what, I had a little bit of long COVID for a while, and it slowed me down. And when I did go to work, and I've been working on this Ransom Canyon for Netflix in New Mexico, I must say, when I have a mission, I focused and nobody knew. But the minute I'd get out of there, I'd head for the couch. And so recently, I've been doing everything I can, really, to get, back to where I was, and I had worked out for several years with the big wave surfer Laird Hamilton.
Wow! And
I started back on Monday with him, so just wait till next week. I'm going to be maybe I'll be in what's the movie you guys were talking about a second ago?
Oh, the Gladiator movie.
Gladiator, yeah, I'll be in Gladiator 3, so watch out.
Now, Laird Hamilton's workout, famously, he walks underwater carrying big boulders. Is he making you do that?
It's unbelievable. Yeah, the first thing he ever did is give me 20 pounds in each hand, put me in 13 feet of water, and say, come up for air 20 times. That's the only way you're going to get the air. So that's part of the exercise. And I've seen him do a lap with 45 pounds in his hand on the surface. So he's a tough one.
We're certainly glad you made it up to 20 times so that you could join us today. You're still acting, and we just saw that last clip, the one with the antlers on your head. You're the narrator in all 3 series of Sweet Tooth on Netflix. It was shot in New Zealand. How did you enjoy your trip down to this sort of neck of the woods, this part of the world?
I loved it. It was the second time I'd been to New Zealand, and as I think we all know, it's one of the safest, cleanest places in the world, which I like, Last place they'd ever start a war, and water and everything is pretty clean. Anyway, I went down there. We stayed in Auckland. I would take the ferry across to go to dinner at some little town across the way, and it was quite wonderful. But for the film, when I started narrating this series, there was 8 episodes for 3 years. they had said, you know, we're thinking you may be the boy when he's grown up. And the 13-year-old, 15-year-old boy, however he gets during the show. And so 3 years later, I reminded the creator-producer, and he said, yeah, that's a good idea. So the next thing I knew, I was on a plane to New Zealand. I'm only in almost what you saw there. I'm only in 5 minutes. It's the end of the 24 episodes that you realize that I was telling the story of the boy the whole time, you know.
That's a lovely touch. Now, you've said in previous interviews the thought of retirement isn't even on the cards for you. Is there anything left on the career bucket list that you need to achieve?
The next job. I started directing. Aaron Spelling gave me a shot directing in '81, and I've directed about 30 hours of television and 3 movies so far, and I've got 4 movies planned. But you know, right now financing is real tough. So, but that's what I've got. I want to direct 4 films that I'm not in. Because all the others I was in, and that was part of the bargain, you know.
Yeah.
We'll let you direct if you're in it. And I go, I don't want to be in it.
Can we talk about married life? Obviously, it certainly agrees with you. You've been married to Barbra Streisand for 26 years. Must be almost a Hollywood record.
Yeah. Yeah, and 28 years ago, I was in Sydney doing the Heart to Heart movie there, and I came home, and that's when somebody fixed us up on a blind date, which we both tried to quit on the way there. We picked up the phone to cancel, and then we went, oh, screw it, you know, let's show up. And we ended up being married 2 years from that night.
Wow, that's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Do you have...
Well, go ahead.
Do you have a favourite song?
A favourite song?
Of hers.
From your wife's catalogue?
I'm telling you, I will once in a while. You know, she doesn't like to have her music played after she's recorded it. It's like I said about film, half price to her the next day. She's working on the next thing, and right now she's got a new duets album coming out. But I will put the music on in my truck. I drive a big Raptor truck, and I'll put. I've got a lumber business about 3 hours from home. I'll go up to every once in a while, and I'll put her music on, and find myself just driving in tears. You know. So I don't think it matters what thing. There's something about the timbre, and the quality and the harmony. They talk about good voices having 3 voices at once that mix well, you know. I don't know if that's it or what, but it gets not only me, but it gets a few people, doesn't it?
Oh, the world. Can I suggest, though, that you are the only gentleman driving a Raptor truck that would probably listen to Barbra Streisand?
And cry.
Well, yeah. It's kind of true.
Can we talk about your son, Josh? He played Thanos in Avengers, among his many other roles. Do you talk to each other about your work life and other projects that either one of you are considering?
No. First of all, when he was in high school, he said, I would never be in your business. And then he came to me in his end of his 11th year, just before his senior year. He had 1 year to go, and he said, Pop, I got a metal shop possibility. I got to do this elective or a wood shop. I said, I love both of those, the learning that. He says, or there's a acting class. And I said, well, that'll teach you why you're getting into fights in school. It'll put you in the other guy's shoes. It's a great psychology lesson. So the next thing I know, he's starring in the school play. And then at 15, Spielberg hired him for Goonies, and
the rest is history.
An amazing up and down career, and then in the last 10 years, he's just like, I'm so proud. It's crazy.
All right. Well, a real treat to talk to you this morning. We thank you for coming off the beach and having a chat to us.
All right. I can't wait to come there and see you guys personally.
Well, you
do that.
Yeah, you got to go surfing at Avalon, right?
Yeah, well, you know, it's something, just visiting, you know.
Yeah.
You are welcome on our couch anytime. So lovely chatting to you.
All righty.
You can even borrow my pickup and drive around and listen to your wife's music. I don't mind.
Love that.
All right, you got it. You can watch the third and final season of Sweet Tooth on Netflix right now. What a treat.
Gorgeous. James Brolin.